ARCa Bulls family, hello, hello. Throw some A's in the chat if you can hear me. Please throw some A's in the chat. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Let me see some A's in the chat. Please, you guys, let me know that you can hear me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How you doing, family? Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Matt, Sebastian, Angel, Andrew. Mondo, what's up, buddy? Yeah. Cryptic, what's up, man? WV, I see you there. Michael, what's up, buddy? Thanks for stopping by, you guys. Really, really appreciate it. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. G-Ride, what's up, buddy? Pabon, what's up? Yeah, man, today was an interesting day. Today was really one of those days. Wow. We were lucky enough to get to get the moves we were looking for, right? Cal, what's up, buddy? Nabisco, what's up? What's up? Man, thank you guys for stopping by. I really, really appreciate you. RPG, what's up, man? Mac, what's up, buddy? Yesterday, I actually noticed that the audio was literally pitched all the way to the left side. So I did make a slight change this time. Humble, what's up? Brendan, what's up, man? Roberto Gonzalez. Yes, I speak Spanish, you guys. I speak Spanish pretty fluently, too. Oh, man. Thank you guys for, yes, A for attendance, okay, you guys? It's attendance. We're not talking about ARCa here. Eric, what's up, buddy? No, Eric, I'm not a professor, but however, I've been told by some people that I have a natural gift for teaching, right? Kevin, what's up, buddy? Thanks for that, dude. I really appreciate you. I have EQT. What's up, man? Honestly, I'm trying to do this live stream thing. Zephyr, what's up, man? I'm trying to do this live stream thing probably, hopefully, every day around, unfortunately, it'd be around this time or a little earlier. Yeah, big things coming for GTII, WV. I definitely agree, man. Santiago, what's up, man? Presente. Y adelante. Vámonos. D-Rail, what's up? What's up? Damn, look at that. North Carolina, right? I think I'm looking right. My screens are a little further away from me, so sometimes it's hard for me to see. And sorry if the stream is a little weak. I'm getting some notifications that my streaming bitrate may be a little lesser than what it actually should be. A purty mouth, purty mouth. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know what? Humble, you are definitely on a good thing there. We should load. We should take a look at Mullen for sure. Lone Wolf, what's up, man? Because it is making some interesting moves, but I did notice that there was a slight downside today, right? Sean Cervantes, órale. You know how that goes, bro. Sorry for the light screen here, you guys. Let's go ahead and load up a darker one so that you don't have to go blind here. We're gonna load up Mullen real quick, and we're gonna take a look at what's really good. Rodrigo, what's up, man? I actually don't know what's going on with Hex, so tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. What is happening with that? Lone Wolf, ARCa. What happened with that, man? Did the moves from yesterday, did the quick little analysis help for today's session, or no? I actually didn't keep an eye on it. Let's see. Let's see. We got. I have a few. Maybe this one. Oh right, Eric. I am noticing that there is some type of. I forgot what they. Was that the zip something? Is that particular to COSM or was that GTI? Yeah. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your name. C1, GTI ICRTD. Man, that's what they're saying. Avitrator was saying that we're looking at a potential double squeeze, which is really interesting since we're looking at the GTI data for weeks now. Presumably speaking about a what is it? A massive 3,000% to the upside. So who knows, man? Macaulay Flower, what's up, man? Shakes, what up, buddy? Yeah, CEI. I actually, Shanks, I actually put up a video on CEI just a little bit ago. I don't know if you actually caught it. Dez, what's up? Wow. Yeah. It is, right, Cryptic? Damn. So that's gonna be That's gonna be a good news thing. And are they gonna release it to tomorrow, or when is that news coming out? We don't know, right? Wow. Yeah, for GTII, particular to CRTD. So they're trying to combat. They're trying to combat all of the shorts, right? So they're trying to see if this can be kind of a game changer. Please, you guys. I don't. This is not anything in particular to Sebastian. What's up, man? It's not in particular to Avitrator. He doesn't know that I'm actually shouting him out or anything. So Amanda, hi. You actually don't have to tell him that I'm recommending you to go and watch him or whatever. Contrast, what's up, buddy? I'm just doing it because he provided some good information and I feel it's pertinent to our current situation here, and I felt that it was a good just good sportsmanship for me to just give him a shout out and stuff. So don't reach out to him saying, hey, ARCa said this and that. Don't do any of that, guys. He's I'm sure he's busy. I'm sure he's got things to do just like everyone else. We're all good. Oh right, contrast. I don't know, man. That's something that was potentially popping up, and who was. Somebody was talking about that, actually, that they started closing down some Discord accounts regarding that. Is that still the case here? Boom, what's up, man? ARCa for president, my goodness. Goodness. Yeah. Definitely nothing wrong with that, Angel. You see my perspective. I think I think it's good for us to just. It doesn't matter the subscriber count or any of that stuff. It's just if the information is viable, if it's useful, then we can use it to our advantage and make sure that the good news gets spread around to the good people, to retail and to everyone else. Daryl, what's up, man? Derail, what up, buddy? Yeah, man. So Hexo went down since the reverse. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So there was a reverse split on that one. That's the case. Max says, let's see. He says CEI got the 150 split tonight. Okay, preemptive for tomorrow. So that's going to be, so guys, what he's talking about is a reverse split. So that's going to be a ratio of 1 to 50. So for every one share that you have, right, Mac? Correct me if I'm wrong. So for every one share you have, you get 50 new ones per the reverse split ratio. The hedgehogs still haven't covered. That's right, man. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Macaulay Flower Culkin, what's up, man? I actually sometimes it really depends on the situation though, because with options, I don't like to hold options overnight unless I'm going to do long-term options, but you know, that's a whole other game. But if there is the possibility of like a surge of volatility coming in, then I will play options with a good gamma. Make sure that it has good delta. If we're gonna hold overnight, we got to make sure that the theta is low. A good thing to look at for options is your implied volatility. So make sure to get a high implied volatility. The open interest is incredibly important. Make sure that it's not like 1 or 5. You know? make sure that there is a good amount of open interest on that as well. So options can be very dangerous. So you can't actually trade the options if you don't expect, at least for a day trade, right? If you don't expect volatility to come in. And if I do play options, I will. Thanks, Mac. I figured it was the 1 share per 50 for CEI. I'm sorry, 1 share. You'll get 50 shares per every share that you have. So, so as far as the options, man, if I don't see the incoming volatility, then I won't trade it, and I'll play them usually with the strategy called a long strangle. So if you want to look into those, if you want to look into those details, or as far as that strategy, it's a pretty good way for you to hedge against some long positions, potentially positions that are not in the, in the winning side of things. Derail, you actually are catching me with a good question there, buddy. I actually don't know. That this is my second, or maybe actually technically is the third stream, but this is my second stream for real though. Boomhog, man, thank you so much. I couldn't appreciate you more, my brother. Yes, definitely hit the like button, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you all coming in here. I know I haven't started just yet. I want to make sure that we just get the little hellos out of the way, and we can just all situate here and allow some more people to come in before we look at Mullen. But I definitely know Humble Roots actually requested for Mullen to be looked at, and we're definitely going to look at it as the number 1 ticker. And then we'll continue. Okay, so you at someone, right? So RPG Trader is saying that. So Derail, take a look at the texts from above and also from RPG Trader, just like Matt. You know, all of those are just like that. Cryptic actually used it as well. Matt, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for assisting. Definitely hit the like button, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. I would love to see you again for another live chat. And this is another way actually for me to be able to get some of those some of those requests out of the way, because there's so many requests coming in. And to be very honest with you, this the COSM ticker and CEI are incredibly challenging alongside GTII. So my posts for other tickers have been a little limited. So I think that this is a pretty good way to kind of get some other tickers out of the way. ARCa, can you introduce yourself, your trading background? So this is an interesting one for all of you guys. So my background is many things. I'm a jack of all trades, actually. So I actually started off in a glass company, of which I ended up managing over years and years of time. So I'm very, very familiar with the glass industry. So I'm talking about commercial glass, and some residential as well. Now, after that, I am a classically trained musician. I've been playing music for probably 20 plus years. I sing. I've been singing for about 16 years. And I have been trading. This is where I'm going to get that. Ooh. So I have actually been trading for a total of 14 months. And I have since accumulated about, I'm close to 5,000 hours in trading. Okay. So definitely know that you're taking, advice from a newbie here that doesn't know anything about trading. ARCa doesn't know nothing. Oh my goodness, you guys. No. But in all reality, you guys, I really do love the trade. I have dedicated a lot of time. I've read many books. I've studied alongside a mentor who is actually a veteran trader. Man, that guy's been trading for about 25 years now. I learned a lot from Eric Crown Crypto. He's who was a licensed market maker and also a trader at the top floor at NYSE. And that top floor is called ARCa. So I I actually made my first account in Twitter, actually, to exchange threads of analyses with other like-minded analysts. And nice, Sean. That's awesome, man. I love playing guitar, man. I've been playing guitar for about 22 years myself. So yeah, you guys, I didn't start trading until very late, but somebody introduced me to it, and then I was lucky enough to find a mentor, and oh man, yes, Zephyr Crown is a great follow. Definitely give him a follow, you guys. Eric Crown Crypto, so that's Crown with a K. And yeah, so I just out of some personal needs, I've actually just really delved into the trading world, and I found an extreme passion to it, and I've actually merged some mathematics that I've learned over a few months as well. Man, Oregon, everybody's talking about this AMC starting to pop off, right? It's going to happen soon. Roberto, tell me about that DBMM. What's up with it, man? Is it a short squeeze player or what is it? Sing the first. Your name? We kind of get it. Is that your name, bro? Noel? You have a small guitar, man. That's awesome. I actually am sitting, in my studio. So my studio is full blown. I have a whole setup in here. Argosy desk. I have my controller here, preamps. My particular sound card is an Apogee Symphony. And the mic that you're hearing me through is actually a Slate. So this is Steven Slate's new design, the modeler. It's the VLX1. It's a pretty cool mic. It was around $600 or $700, and it just proves so well. Oh Noel, yeah. How about that? Yeah, man, probably. Lucid AMC will go down to $1. Oh my goodness, you guys! If we're listen, man, I'm not gonna be the one to tell you that AMC is gonna be going down to $1 unless the math issues that warning. Okay, I'm really not gonna tell you like that. From above, whoa to what, man? Who's talking crap to you? Let's go beat him up. Oh, gee, man, trust me when I say I have lost a lot of money in AMC, and I'm never going to repeat that again. Oh, man. Yeah, a lot of guys talk crap about Adam Aaron, right? He's really not that good of a CEO. I don't know, man. To tell you the truth, CEOs are in general, looking out for the longevity of their company, so it's hard to make decisions that are going to favor your pocket, because essentially, man, they really don't care. But yeah, and regardless of the fact, the guy from what's his name? Somebody tell me, man. COSM's CEO. That guy really did do some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, Roberto, and no one is releasing. I mean, at this point, man, I went in with $8,000 or $8,500 about a year ago, and I am not I'm just not going to average down. I have like 180 shares or 160 or something like that. I'm just gonna leave them there. It's more for the movement now. Macaulay Culkin, ARCa, do you believe in the MOAS thesis, or is it just a legendary tale consistent with Kaiser's? But to tell you the truth, man, the MOAS thesis is dependent on so many little factors. Okay, so the conditions have to be set right in accordance. So please know that those conditions are pretty much almost improbable at this point, because they've been amending the rules and changing things. That, I mean, look at all the halts that are happening now. I'm not sure if they happened as frequent as before, but look at that. Oh man. And let's see. Angel, you're saying Adam Aaron is good to himself, not his shareholders, in my opinion. I agree. I definitely agree. It literally goes to with what I was just saying. He just has his business in that's what he's worried about. I get it. I get it. There's no fault to that. But it's just sometimes the shareholders are the reason why you're kind of there. So maybe throw a bone there. Sass. Oh my goodness. Happy holidays to everybody. You guys, already 70 people in here. That's insane. I actually started my first live stream just a few days ago on Discord, actually. And I never actually thought I'd be getting to talk to so many fine people here. You guys are all amazing. Thank you so much for stopping by once again. You guys, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And you know that whole story. Monumental, what's up, man? You guys. So anyway, you guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this analysis. I want to make sure to Humble Roots, please let me know that you're still there. I know that we have to get this the hellos out of the way and small talk and stuff like that. I really do enjoy talking to everybody here. So Humble Roots, if you're still there, please let me know that you are, so that we can get your ticker on the road. ARCa, you'd be at 10,000 subs in about a week, man. Oh goodness, we're gonna short squeeze my channel, right? So I hope so, man. That'd be really cool. And to tell you the truth, like I said, man, I started this about 6 months ago. The first video I ever uploaded into YouTube was just like probably 49, 50 days ago, around there. So I guess it's growing exponentially, because I'm being honest, man. I'm not gonna pump any stock. I'm not gonna tell you it's going down or up unless the math says so. So, or my discretionary side, right? So like right now, we're not gonna do like heavy back testing and stuff. We're gonna just look at the raw price action, look at relevant supports, relevant resistances. We're gonna make sure to check our moving averages and make a wise decision, right? Daryl, I actually am a metalhead. I'm definitely not secretly a market maker. You guys are too funny. I've actually played metal for a long time, but I do enjoy classical. The song that you actually came into is actually something that I wrote. So at the introduction of this video, that's actually something that I'm producing for a very important girl. Roberto, man, I appreciate you, buddy. Can I call you Rob? I really appreciate that, man. I definitely try super hard, bro. I really try, like, really hard. Hi, Humble. Yes, I am happy that you're still here. I hope that you do have some type of undivided attention. You know how things can be at home. Mr. J, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ignore you. I actually should probably start the slow chat thing. I actually am noticing that some of these comments are starting to get drowned out just a little bit. My apologies, Mr. J. Please ask me one more time. What did you say? What did I ignore? Nuno texting game. There you go. Hypno. And yeah, man. Yeah. Music is an important aspect of my life. The first MMAT video I did, that was 68 days ago, but you'd be surprised to see if on my Twitter I actually did the first thread of analysis on MMAT in October. That was actually, or September. I don't know. It was definitely a bit ago. Mr. J, don't just give me that thumbs up, man. Let me know what you said. Let me know. I don't mean to ignore you. I promise you. Okay. I'm paying close attention to you because I want to make sure that you know that I'm not ignoring. Always look at the trading as skill building. Yes, Eric, I do agree with that. Something that takes a long time to master and get really good at, like my skill. Yeah, man. I definitely agree. It does take time. It does take patience, a lot of consistency, and mostly discipline. Okay. And sometimes, sometimes you can add that little bit of pressure from your personal life, something that really requires immediate attention. So if you want to, yeah, I'm really glad you made it, Humble. So if you can apply that little bit of disparity right into that trade, then my goodness, my people, you will definitely succeed at things. And, it's not to say that it's not to say that discipline and consistency don't play into it. I'm just saying that if you do find a need for something and you put your mind into it, whew, the sky is the very limit, man. Oh, goodness. So anyway, you guys, yes, let's go ahead and get started with some analysis because I want to actually look at Mullen right now, and in particular to momentum versus volatility. Okay, so this is a very important aspect for us to take a look at. Why? Because the data was suggesting for us to continue on to the upside, of which it looks like a rejection may be starting right now. Okay, so whoever is holding this Mullen asset, I really do need you to watch your longs on this, okay? Because there could be this doesn't necessarily look like your traditional pullback, okay? This actually looks like a full-on reversal at play. And I'm not, and actually it may be fueled by the indices too. So I did see some capitulation today, and I also did see a recovery in the overall market. So definitely keep an eye on those things, you guys. Be very careful, okay? I'm going to get rid of this Fibonacci here for Mullen, and we are going to look at the raw price action first. So as you can see here, we already have some psychological targets in place that can be good for Mullen upon a recovery, okay? So first of all, let's just look at the daily chart. It's good for you to look at the larger term time frame before you go into the tiny time frames, okay? I know a lot of you look at the 5 minutes, look at the 1 minute. Please refrain from looking at the 1 second or 2 or 3 second. Okay, there's the smaller the time frame, the more grain there is. Okay, so one candle like this, a daily one, is an infinite number of tiny little 1 second candles. So just you'll never be able to guess this, from a 1 second perspective. Okay, you guys definitely watch out when you're looking at those small time frames. So yes, we're looking at an immediate. It looks like reversal right now. The downside looks very likely to continue based on this candle structure here. Definitely know that we do have the psychological gap here, which is presenting 2601 to about 2655. Okay, so definitely within a cent, but it does present a potential for an upside. Okay, so this is very important to notice. Let's go ahead and gander at this momentum oscillator here. Please know that the momentum is actually now correcting, and it's now facing towards the downside. The pivot has confirmed, and it looks like we're rejecting an expansion phase and starting a new contraction phase. Okay, upon volatility crossing this moving average, what I mean is volatility component represented by the BBWP indicator here. This volatility component will essentially cross the moving average, thus confirming a contraction phase, and that contraction phase will more than likely follow along with price action to the downside. Okay, so there is a risk factor within Mullen at this point, and one that you should definitely keep in high consideration, since we are looking at it in the daily chart. Okay, daily chart is very, 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 very dangerous. Okay, so now let's go ahead and open up a smaller term time frame. Let's look at maybe an 8 hour. Okay, so the 8 hour appears to have used that tiny little gap on the daily as a form of resistance, so you know that this is absolutely at play. Before I do that, actually, let me go back to the 12 hour so we can see some after hours activity. My apologies. and just see where we close. So we're at about 22.23. Wow, it actually dipped a pretty substantial way to the bottom. If you are talking to me, chat, I will get back to you. I'm just making sure that I want to get this ticker out of the way. So let's look at the daily one more time and actually pick out a bottom target by taking a Fibonacci retracement from the swing low of the day to the swing high. Okay, so let's go ahead and just pull that tool up just like this. Okay, so here we go. So, wow, it is a pretty substantial upside. Definitely know that we do have already a range, okay? We're going to pull up the moving averages, but we are looking at a range between the one spot 272 at 20.97, 21 cents, and the one spot 618 at about 19.61. So 20 to 21 cents or 19 to 21 cents would be a likely area for a short-term bounce. We're going to continue looking at this to see if we can find some more areas of support, okay? So let's go ahead and load up some moving averages here, okay? So as you can see, this green line represents the 10-day simple moving average. The daily candle actually closed below it, and we have now converted it into a form of resistance. Aside from having this 10-day simple moving average as a form of resistance, we do have the knot 618 in direct confluence with the 10-day simple moving average. Okay, so the knot 618 inverse ratio, that inverse golden ratio, actually, that will definitely have us go to the downside. Okay. You put it at 20 cents, Nuno. Let me see. You're at 22. You're slightly in the, actually, let me look at the 12-hour chart. So the 12-hour chart is closing at 22.23. So I would watch your longs, my bro. Please don't take financial advice from me, you guys. Know that whatever I do talk about here and iterate within these videos and tickers are just for entertainment, okay? Please make sure to do your own DD and everything will be cool. Just, we have to make sure to protect ourselves, okay? So, yeah, I'm definitely looking at Nuno and actually Humble. I am looking at right now a relevant support area, and that's going to be between 1961 and 2097. Okay, so this is a very important area for us to take a look at, as the one spot 618 is very much a psychological target. Okay, lots of people want to take their price action to there, especially if you're trading larger numbers. Okay, so now let's pull up some EMAs. So for those of you who are newer to trading, EMAs represent exponential moving averages. So exponential moving averages versus simple moving averages, I don't know. I can give you a quick little description. Exponential follows the price action a little bit, tighter than simple moving averages do. So the simple moving average will average it in more of a simple manner, and then the exponential will actually exponentially follow price action. Okay, so that's actually a way that you can look at this thing. Like, Daryl, you're my attorney? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely don't sue me, you guys. I would really hate to be sued here. Anyway, so yeah, let's take a look at some immediate short-term time frames. So let's go to the 4-hour chart and see exactly what we have. So yeah, look at this, you guys. So that 4-hour candle that we printed right down here, yes, this is just some basic candle analysis here, but when you see a candle close at aftermarket, in the aftermarket hours like this, where it hasn't returned anything from which it has already lost, the chances for a continuation to the downside are a little likely. And also another thing to notice is that the volume is actually showing us a little bit of a higher pressure here, and this candle is actually still in the process of making its volume read. Okay, so we just have to make sure to watch our longs in this area, guys. Cal is definitely a guy who has volunteered to help me and stuff, and he is. Hold on, there you go, Cal. Do you have a special name now? Text something, bro. Text something real quick. I want to see your name if it changed. So Cal will pretty much beat your butt. All right. He's going to beat you down. So let's be nice, everybody. This is definitely a place for us to get along, talk stock, and make sure that no one's losing money, right? Mullen has been struggling, Mr. J. I definitely know this. And I think, you know what, actually a very good person to to look into is the person with the handle Mackenzie Mac. So he's a really good he's a very, very good fundamental analyst. Another person that I know here is actually Kevin. Kevin is an exceptional fundamental analyst. He's a good guy as well. I don't want to give too much information about people's personals, right? So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Thank you, Mark. I really appreciate you guys so much. Can you actually can you actually send if you guys are part of the Discord or my Twitter, can you send me what's called a DM? Sorry, send me a DM saying that you do wish to be a moderator into YouTube, and I would love to evaluate some of that. And I know I know, Mark, you're always here, man. Thank you so much, my guy. But please, I want to make sure that I want to make a note of who wants to actually be a mod within the ARCa space. Samantha, hi. Thank you for making it. Also, I'm sorry I didn't respond to your DM. I know I just I have a few messages here and there, right? So to reply to, and I'm trying to get to everybody as fast as I could without being rude, right? So, but I do appreciate you stopping by once more. I know it's a little bit of a late night right now. Andrew, you can actually find it right at the About section of my profile on YouTube, and it's the arcables@gmail. Okay, so that's you can actually just see it right there, and it'll take you straight to the Gmail, and I get that directly to my phone. So yeah, you guys. So definitely looking at the 19 to 21 cent level for tomorrow. Okay, we can expect a bounce, but I'm not sure that we can reach during tomorrow's session. I'm not sure that we can reach such an impulsive downside on Mullen all the way down to the 1.618 at 1961. It could be a slower process, which would be a lot better than to facing a capitulation candle like this 4-hour one. Okay, so the faster, it would be better that we ease into it so that we make sure not to scare people out of the trade. Thanks, Samantha. I'll make sure to get back to you though. Okay, so I did notice a couple other requests, but first, Humble, Roots, and whoever else was in Mullen, please let me know if I have answered your questions, as I think that there is still some downside to be expected. Okay, so, and upon that downside, actually, we're going to have to make a back test of volatility versus momentum. So if we are actually going to make this huge contraction phase to the downside, we would love actually for this to actually reach critical volatility down here or at the 15th percentile. Okay, so if we did get that, we can actually see a pretty good bounce, and I would actually perform a back test regarding contraction phases from volatility, and then I will evaluate the momentum oscillator into gauging a potential upside. Okay, but Mullen has already lost more than half of what it gained over the last few days. Okay, so truly appreciate the update, Mike. Yes, of course, not a problem, Humble. I'm always here to help you guys. So definitely reach out to me. I was saying earlier from your suggestion, I'm up 40% today. Not financial advice on Cosmo. Oh, so Mr. J, you want me to take a look at COSM one more time? Is that the case? I think I actually have the charts up already. $15 for the $15 for I'll look at Tesla too, you guys. So based on my video, you guys, this is I don't know if you guys actually caught the video that I put out for COSM, but I did notice that there was that there is an extreme amount of indecision. First of all, let's go ahead and take the Crypstex indicators out, and I want to show you something that's particular to this formation here. So this is a falling wedge. Usually falling wedges do present an upside. Okay, so we did make that breakout today around midday. So we made the upside, but upon the upside, we actually didn't get to meet the actual upside target, which is in confluence with the 1.272 for COSM at about $10.14. Okay, the suggestion for the price objective per the playbook rules of trading this descending or falling wedge is at about $10.30. Okay, so in this, the way you take that objective is that you take a trend line, right, from the very top of the triangle to the very lowest point of the triangle, and from this area you actually apply it to the breakout point. So in this area you can see that this candle was the breakout candle, so we apply that trend line to that area, and then it gives you a price objective. Okay, so that price objective is actually backed by only psychology. It's not backed by any type of math or anything. Okay, so definitely know that this is not the best way to gauge a price objective, but they usually do happen. So in this case, we actually made about, I would say, about 80% of that price objective. So it could be arguably done. Okay, it could be done with this upside move, and now we're finding some support at the 0618 at $7.80. Okay, so this support right over here is where we're looking at support, which is good. It's a golden mean. So let's pull up some SMAs. Okay, so if we're gonna continue to the downside, okay, we do have a relevant area. But first of all, please note, I'm gonna zoom in here. Please notice that we do have a bullish cross happening, and it may actually reject, but there is a bullish cross happening between the 50-day simple moving average and the 100-day simple moving average with this blue line. Okay, so we are moving towards the upside, and we're still above it. Okay, so there is, let's look at a little box here. Check it out. Draw it from here, and then we put it right at the resistance or right at the level between these two moving averages, right? So now you have a support range that's between $7.80 at the 0618 to about $7.93. So this is a very this is a relevant support, okay? But the reason why I'm saying that we could still be looking for more downside is because of the 5 fib at 38 and the 10-day simple moving average, okay? So this is usually how I gauge my areas of support and resistance, okay? With confluent targets or targets of that share confluence. So we do have two relevant supports. In failing this first area of support for COSM, 781 to 793, we can see what could, it's not that big of a free fall, but it would actually just kind of come down first to this target at 738, find a quick little bounce, use the 0618 as a form of resistance before coming back down and testing the SMA 10 located at about 717. That's usually how things happen per the playbook. Okay, you guys, definitely watch out for COSM but just to be clear with you, okay, my bias is not towards the downside. Why am I saying this? Because if you remember correctly from literally every video that I've released about COSM forever has been looking at this broadening descending wedge. Okay, so this is a very important wedge for us to look at. And the reason why I say this is because we were looking at a retest of our newly converted resistance into support, which is this yellow trend line here, okay, from the wedge itself. We also noticed that we had a little tiny gap here from a previous time frame. I think it was a 12-hour. Let's take a look. Or maybe the 8. I'm not going to look for it right now, but it's a tiny gap that we had from a previous time frame. We said we're likely to find yesterday. We said we're likely to find a support here or from the trend line itself. So we actually did find that trend line support and bounced right up to the upside, which is very good. Okay, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's over. It's just that there are certain things that are kind of getting in the way of that. Let me see if I can open up my RSI analysis here so I can show you what was displayed in the video. Okay, so this was the trickery that I actually spoke of in the video. Okay, you guys pay close attention because this is actually something that you do want to know. First of all, here at the close of this candle, which is just yesterday after market, we did confirm some drives of bullish divergence. Okay, so that's with the blue trend lines. Okay, so let me just make it large so you can see at this pivot right over here, we actually did make and confirmed a bullish set of divergences. Okay, so the problem here is that upon closing the following 12-hour candle, which was actually closed today, that 12-hour candle confirmed three drives of, I mean, large, actually hidden bearish divergence and regular bearish divergence. Okay, so this could actually start to play as soon as tomorrow. Okay, so there are so many mixed signals within this right now. So for now, I guess I have to favor maybe the downside just a little bit. Let's just take a look at maybe some of the let's look at ARC-DBSI. Okay, so maybe that can give us a little hint as to what's happening. So ARC-DBSI is one of my indicators that I promote, and it does give us a statistical metric based on every single candle print throughout the entire trading history of the COSM asset, particular to the hourly chart in this instance. Okay, so we are looking at the bulls at a 57%, bears at a 43%. Okay, so maybe the daily, let's see the daily if the bears are in control. So yeah, take a look at that. This is what we're looking at. Bears are at 80%, bulls are at 20%. So I can't help but to maybe favor the bears for the day tomorrow. So there is, I mean, I'm not sure when that zip when the zip announcement is going to be made, but that can invalidate the downside thesis almost immediately. Okay, so that's something that you do have to watch out for. So I'm to hear $20 plus for COSM is very much dependent on certain conditions. Okay, we do need to meet certain criteria to be perfectly honest. Okay, first of all, the descending broadening wedge that we've been trading here, by nature, by the playbook, this formation has a price objective for us to look at, and that price objective is usually located at the genesis of the formation itself. In this case, it's located at about $71. Okay, so now the mathematical the statistical backtest is actually giving me a 100% move to the upside to particularly between 45 about 4582 to about 4802. So the 4802 target and my statistical backtest are very much in confluence. Okay, and I'm giving weight to the $48 target because it's at the 2.618. It's at a golden mean. So that could happen as well. Okay, so please know, you guys, that I don't actually have a crystal ball. I can't actually, guess these things are going to go up to the to the moon and stuff. But yeah, okay, so definitely watch out with those things. I'm sorry if I actually haven't caught too many other tickers. I'm sorry. There's so much chat over here that I'm going to have to actually remember who asked for what. Did you guys ask for... Let's see. I'm actually trying to go back on the chat right here and see who asked for what. I think somebody asked for something very, very early in the chat. So, Lone Wolf, you still there? I know you guys were talking about TKRA. So let's just go ahead and pull it up because I know there was actually some good within that ticker. Okay, so let's just open up a new layout entirely. Not a problem to hear. I'm happy to help, my bro. Mark, we'll get tops right after this TKRA ticker. So let's go ahead and load that up real quick. TKRA, guys. If I'm forgetting your ticker, make sure to TRKA. Okay, got it. TRKA. If I'm forgetting your ticker, make sure to remind me. Okay. Also, you guys, please, if you're new, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to come back and say hello another day. I would love to talk to you guys. Lone Wolf, I see you there. Okay, let's look at that TRKA ticker once again. So I know we looked at it yesterday. Actually, let me see if I can load whatever yesterday's notes were. I don't think I have it listed like this, but no, yeah, I definitely don't. So it's going to be fresh one more time, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and load the log chart and take a look at the daily. Okay, wow. So hold on just a sec. So please forgive me if I forget like what I was talking about from the previous day, but I am looking at because I don't remember all these tickers all the time, guys. I just definitely know that I can only remember these things so far ahead. Okay, so I think I may be looking at a descending channel here. So let's see. If it is a descending channel, that would really suck. That's not going to be good. Actually, let me keep it like that just in case. So I'm going to go ahead and make this trend line start from the very bottom here. And I'm going to see if we're lining up. And this could potentially be a play that's looked at in maybe the 5-day chart. Let's see. Okay, so let's make sure that we can find it. We can't force, guys, if there's something I can advise you in, is never force the formation, okay, or your trend lines. Never try to make them fit. They don't, if it doesn't fit easily, okay, then it's probably not a good trend. Okay, so this is definitely important. It's an important aspect within trading. Never force a trade, never force your formations, never force your trend lines, okay? So in this case, massive sell pressure here on the 5-day. And there is some news that's released on it. So reports record revenue of $120 million. Wow. That was, okay. November 14th, though. That was, this is dated. I don't, why would the headlines repeat that again? Okay, so yeah, because earnings is not coming up until February 8th, 2023. So there's still some time to go. All right, so anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and load up some basics here. We're going to load up this simple moving averages for the 5-day, and we're going to see just how far. Okay, all right, so this is definitely incredibly bearish. We definitely have the SMA 10 way above us at 21 cents. We are currently sitting at 11 cents per, let's see, particular to the after market, after hours market, we are at 11 cents. Okay, so let's look at this one more time. If we are to consider a continuation to the downside, we have to notice that we do have the 10-day simple moving average right now, which is literally acting as a huge amount of resistance. Please notice how many times we're coming right at it and we keep rejecting. Also, this candle here, it rejected that SMA 10. We have to watch out with these longs, okay? Let's continue looking at this. It actually also closed a gap today, so which is good. Now, is this, let's look at the 52-week low. Good thing from TradingView, you guys, is that if you guys want to sign up to this, just know that you can find the link in the description of this live stream and also all my other videos, as I am an accepted affiliate and it does help me. 52-week low is 950, so it's literally where we are. Okay, so wow, and let's see what the technicals are saying. So the technicals, the algorithm based off of TradingView is saying sell. Of course, the analyst rating is saying strong buy. So I wouldn't suggest buying just yet, although there is a good amount of buy volume coming in. But let's look at the RSI now. I wanted to just focus on some basics first before we continue that. Chat, I know I'm not reading everything, but I will get to you, okay? So let me just look at this TRKA ticker real quick. Okay, so 12-hour RSI is definitely suggesting a continuation to the downside. Let's go ahead and click out the financials and technicals, and now let's just take a look at the because I think I see a couple things happening here. Oh man. This is very messy. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. This is a very ugly ticker. Okay, let's see. But we're gonna try to find some cool stuff here, just in case. All right. So first of all, we do have some drives of bearish divergence happening. So particularly from this zone to right over here. Usually happens when there is when there is an opposition between price action and momentum. Okay, so in this particular case, momentum we're looking at with RSI. Okay, so yes, this is definitely a drive of hidden bearish divergence. So it is in play now. So this needs to recoup. We do need for this to find some type of pivot before we can continue to the upside. The good thing is that the 12-hour RSI has made a bullish cross over the 14-day moving average, and now we can actually see a potential reversal, a pullback. To touch down at this moving average before finding support and continuing to the upside. But as long as we remain within this within this zone, which is actually considered to be the bear strength percentile. Sorry, I think I do have it here. Yeah, so please take a look at this diagram here, okay, you guys. I'm going to make it a little bit, I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger for you to see. I hope that you can see it, actually. Let's see. Yeah, so just make sure to focus in on these zones here, okay? So as long as we remain within the grips of the bear strength percentile, the downside is definitely likely, okay? So and the moving average could be the only source for support. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's just try to see what we have in a shorter term time frame. Okay, the 4 hour is also in accordance with the larger term time frame. There is the moving average right below us. It can be used as a form of support. Okay, so let's look at the hourly. The hourly is suggesting upside, but we're right at the junction between the bear weakness and the bull weakness. Okay, the moving average is above us. It can be used as a form of resistance before continuing to the downside. Okay, so I am noticing a sense of there is. Wow. Okay. So this is following an interesting setup here. So this is kind of an iteration of linear regression here. So there is. I don't always trust this, okay? Usually the mathematics behind trading is following nonlinear, but in this case, there could be a potential to find some type of support here before continuing on to the upside, okay? So as long as we do remain below the moving average, it looks a little bearish, okay? So now what target can I be looking at? First of all, please notice the formation that the 1 hour is making, okay? So this could be, let me just make sure of that. Okay, so we are looking at a right-angled triangle here, and I can show you how. Okay, so it's going to be particular to a few candles. It's actually like this and like this. Okay, so this is showing us also a potential in timing too. Okay, so if we're trading this on the hourly term time frame, so let's go ahead and just close out the moving averages, close out the RSI. And oh yeah, so yeah, the linear regression that we were looking at here, if we come down to this area here, it could be confluent with this support down here. Okay, so I can, yeah, this was the reason I was able to see this triangle, because I'm familiar with regression, okay? So definitely something you should look into, okay? You guys look into linear regression, non-linear regression for mathematics. This can drastically help your edge. Okay, so yes, we're looking at a symmetrical triangle here. Now, symmetrical triangles do have both bullish and bearish price objectives, and usually that price objective is found upon breakout. When is breakout? Usually breakouts happen at about 70% of these triangles. Okay, so as we get closer to the apex of the triangle, that's when we can actually start to see a more potential breakout. So for now, I can actually see TRKA trading a range. Okay, and that range is actually going to start getting tighter and tighter unless it does decide to burst to the upside. But right now, for now, my actually let me just make sure of this before I actually call it, right? So let's look at the bi-hourly RSI, some upside, okay, and then some downside. Okay, so there's going to be an immediate, I'm definitely seeing an immediate short-term upside, okay? And the upside may actually be to a very relevant area of resistance. Okay, so let's go ahead and measure that. So let's take a fib, and also we'll bring up the moving averages one more time. Okay, so if we were going to face a rejection from tomorrow's upside, I can definitely give you a range between 1146 and 1166. Okay, so that's around 11 cents or 12 cents. That's pretty much the area that I'm looking at before a pullback, and I'm talking about best case scenario 1166 at the 1.618. Okay, so we can make a quick little box right here just so you can make that note. Okay, so this time, you guys, I actually did figure out how to keep the live stream on, so you guys will definitely be able to come back and refer to this video. Okay, so yeah, this is my resistance range for you guys. Let's pull up the SMAs to see if there's anything there. Of course there is. The 100-day simple moving average is absolutely in accordance with this range. Okay, the top side being 1179, still within the 11 cent area. And let's pull up some EMAs, and those will actually give us a little bit of a tighter wiggle room. And let's see. Okay, so we are facing some resistance from the exponential moving averages, 30-day period and 7-day period. They're right above us. Okay, so this is yeah, it's giving us limited downside. So first of all, it's going to face the rejection from those moving averages, potentially face the rejection from the 1 spot 272 and or the 1 spot 618, and continue on to the downside. My downside target is likely to be found at about 1043. Okay, so there could also be a wick to the downside. Let's take an inverse fib real fast and we'll move on to the next ticker. So the 1 spot 618 is at 1034. I just said 1043. So yeah, you guys, the 1 spot 618 is very much likely the area of support before continuing on to the upside. So definitely watch out, you guys. TRKA is definitely on a path to the downside before a short upside swing. Okay, so if you're a short biased trader, you can actually make a resistance touch right here, confirm that resistance, open up a short position here, ride it to the bottom, take profit at about 10. I would say take profit at about the 1 spot 272, 1055. Okay, so that's a good area for take profit. Not get greedy, not wait for the 1 spot 618 to meet. I usually recommend things like this. Okay, so the confirmation is literally within this range right here. Okay, you guys, please practice risk management. Know that I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, so Tops, or who said I was gonna look at the next ticker? Sorry, you guys. I think it was Tesla and Tops, I believe. So let's go ahead and open Tops right now. I think it was Mark who asked for that. And let's see. I don't mean to exit out those comments. I just don't have time to reply to them just now. Okay, so yeah, let's load TOPS real quick and see what we have. So Tops, okay, so that's that's a NASDAQ. Okay, so immediately in the 1 hour, I don't like it, but let's see what we're looking at in the daily. Okay, what the heck is Tops? Top ships. Wow, huge gap here to take into account, which is likely to be a psychological take profit area. But I mean, within this profit area, within this take profit zone, there's several zones to look into. First of all, this the closure of this candle right here at 303 could potentially be a take profit, but I'm not insinuating an upside just yet. In fact, I am looking at a potential continuation to the downside just based on raw candle analysis. But let's zoom out just a little bit and see what it is looking like. Okay, so Tops. Oh wow, how long of a history do we have? So July 2017 is not bad. Okay, so I am looking at a broadening descending wedge here. I believe so. Okay, so these are usually things that I would need a little more time for, but let's make that quick little drawing, as there could be something of interest here for those who are trading the Tops asset. Okay, so let's make this. Okay, so it would potentially, wow, yeah, it's lining up pretty nicely. Okay, so let's look at that, and then actually I'm not sure that I can take it from this, as this looks like it was just a FOMO type of event. Sometimes the FOMO tops are things that we can't consider. Okay, yeah, I got you, Mark. Let's see this right here. Okay, so we're gonna start the trend from probably this area here and just take a look to see if we've actually faced several. Oh yeah, I see it. And the reason why I can see it, guys, I'm gonna explain to you real fast. How I can see this is based on the touches that the resistance is facing. And if you can take a look at here, I saw these tiny candles from afar. Okay, I saw this closure of this candle right there. I saw this touch right here, this touch right here. We saw the touch of the resistance right here and support between these two candles. I also saw this one right over here. Saw this, and that's how I usually gauge that we're within that. Formation itself. So now you guys know already what I do. Okay, so we definitely have to look at the let's see the amount of times that we have touched. So we're looking at the golden rule of 3 now. Let's look at that. Okay, so this is actually one massive test, which actually leads me to believe that this is being traded maybe in a higher term time frame. Okay, so let's look at the buy daily and see how it's looking there. Okay, so yeah, that's looking pretty good on the buy daily. And let's see, so this can actually be our first test. It consists of this entire area here. So this is our first test. We have a potential test number 2. Wait. No, this is canceled out. We don't want to count this as a test. Because the opening of the candle started there is not considered a breakout. We want to make sure that the candle is going towards the upside and then rejected. This would be test number 2. So number 2, we have test number 3 followed by a huge capitulation event. And we may be in preparation for a test number 4. Okay. And this is usually the case. Per the trading playbook, sorry. And also, just so you know, this is probably not going to happen for days and weeks. Okay, so the genesis of the formation is usually where you find the price objective. Okay, so you're looking at a top side of about $23.63 final take profit, which could again take weeks and weeks. Okay, so. In this case, let's load up an RSI and just see how we're doing with the moving averages with the 14-day. Okay, so this is still suggesting a continuation to the downside, but it's ever so slight. Let's look at the daily. So we'll remember that we're on the buy daily. The daily is just neutral for direction as well. Neutral on the 12-hour. Wow. 6-hour is suggesting a little bit of a downside. Hourly is suggesting some down. Okay, so there is a short-term downside to look at, but we're definitely going to have to focus on the larger term time frames. Okay, so let's look at the 3-day. 3-day, man. Okay. Wow. Okay, so there's no real suggestion to the direction of where we're going. So let's open up volatility real quick and see if we can get a bias between volatility and momentum. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. So my bias is leaning towards the bulls. First of all, let me look at the buy. Yep. Okay. So this is definitely bullish, you guys. But it is dry, meaning that there isn't much movement happening. Okay. Actually, let me go ahead and change one more of these. And that's going to be this one right here. So stochastic momentum is incredibly oversold and potentially at historical lows. Let's go ahead and just verify that. We'll zoom out and take a look to see if there are any other iterations to where we have gone to lower percentile. And it looks like there are very few iterations to where we have gone a slight bit lower from the current area that we're in. Okay, so another thing to notice here is that there could be a type of trend line regression rejection type of situation happening within this. So this is what we're looking at. The potential upside can be limited, but it would actually imply a breakout and continue on to the upside. So this linear regression rejection or trend line regression rejection could actually be the end of that. Okay, so the reason why I am suggesting upside after potentially a few days, it's simply because of this. Volatility is actually in critical, and it has since started printing 2-day bars. Okay, so this within the 90 percentile is critical volatility. Another thing that we got to notice is that we're looking at back-to-back iterations of critical volatility. Usually the upside for this is massive. So in this case, I would actually have to run a back test of volatility versus momentum, and then I can get a statistical breakdown as to how far we can actually go up. But trust me when I say that upside could potentially look like the resistance up here. So yeah, tops is actually looking very good, you guys. I might actually add this into the list of things for us to continue looking at. Okay, so we're going to look at this as a 2-day BBWP expand, and we will refer back to this. So yes, you guys, there is some bullish activity happening within this, and I do suspect that there could be a massive upside to this. So whoever's watching, kudos. Mark, thanks so much for bringing this up, because this is definitely a ticker to keep an eye on. Okay, you guys. So sorry, please, if I don't remember what I told somebody that I was going to look at something right after tops. I'm going to go back and actually see. No problem, Mark. I got you, my bro. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I know that I actually missed one, and I know somebody. ARCa is by far my guy, Lone Wolf. You're the best, my bro. Thank you so much, man. I can't thank you enough, you guys, for stopping by. It's 70 people up in here, man, and we're talking about it almost being 1 a.m. This is I'm in Los Angeles, California, so I know there's a gap in timing with some of you who are laying in the East Coast right now. So you should definitely consider getting some sleep, right? Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm not remembering who. Oh yeah, that's right. You're right, Andrew Pabon, you guys are absolutely right. Not a problem, Mark. I got you, my bro. So we're definitely going to look at now Tesla. Let's see what we have. So I do have I do have Tesla loaded on a few. I've been covering it, is what I'm saying, but I haven't looked at it in some time. Okay, so Tesla. Wow, what the heck happened, man? Okay, so what, guys? Who's actually tracking Tesla? Was there a bad news, or was this just market influence? This is insane. Actually, let me add the SPY into this. I'm very curious to see how it's moving against the market price action. Okay, all right. So it could be somewhat influenced by the broader markets, and yeah. So this let me close out the SMA so you can see the broader markets is this is the SPY right here with the orange line. Okay, so. Angel Eyes, have a very good night. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you. Yeah, you're in the OC, Mr. J, man. So yeah, we're in the same time zone here. Okay, so yeah, we'll look at, guys. I'm actually gonna have to stop right after. I know I did miss HLBZ yesterday. So we're gonna look at HLBZ as the last ticker, and then we'll continue until tomorrow. But Let's just take a look at Tesla real quick, because this is going to be a tricky one. This may actually need a test of the SPY against this, but let's just look at it with raw price action. Hold on just a sec, you guys. Let me just open up the window. It's incredibly hot in the studio, and I need a drink of water. Hold on just for a quick minute. Oh yeah. You guys, thanks so much, guys. Sorry for that. Mr. J, I do not have a daytime job, and the reason why is because I have a sick toddler at home. We've been lucky enough to have my wife go back into the full-time workforce, so that's very lucky for us. But no, I do not. I'm actually hoping that I can make some good with the trade in the near term. Thank you for asking, by the way. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at Tesla here. Let's open up a smaller term time frame and just see exactly what's happening, man. Because this is, I mean, it is moving. Look at the price action of the SPY versus the Tesla movement. So it is absolutely in sympathy to the broader markets. Although the broader markets did recover a little bit while Tesla continued, and I do think that no, it's my girl, Mr. J. My girls are always cold, so they turn on the heater. And in the studio, I'm not kidding, I have a real setup in here. Okay, so this is like, I'm talking about probably a 6 foot long desk with a huge console on it. And my Apple screens, the 27-inch screens are loaded on them. I have monitors on the side, all soundproof. Like it gets hot in here because it's really it's sound treated. He's Robert. He's actually his hemoglobin levels are low, so he has low blood iron. So his sleep gets interrupted. He's gonna be going to sleep about 3 a.m. tonight, or maybe 4 a.m. So then that's why I actually can't trade with you guys during the day. Okay, so thank you guys for asking for that. Mark, you have a 4-year-old daughter. Used to love baby Oh man, I love it, dude. I love it. I love to hear about the kids, man. My boy, he's 3 years old. Oh, thanks so much, Zephram. I try to get that that audio to be as clean as I can be. I'm actually running it through a DBX 676 preamp. And I do have some compressor settings on it. I have a limit slight gate. I have some EQ built onto it to bring out the highs on it. And yeah, so you guys, let me open up the daily on Tesla. This is man, this actually, whoa, am I starting to see something here? Let's look. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. He'll bounce back. I'm sure. He's young and he's still doing good, which is the that's the important thing here. All right, so there could be a potential to where Tesla actually started a new trend, but that trend can actually be looked at like this. So there could be a continuation to the downside here, you guys. And I think, yeah. Okay, so this is, let me just make sure of this formation first of all, okay? Ooh, my goodness. Okay, so we're at the very lower end. I'm going to get rid of some trend lines here because those are not pertinent to the trade anymore. So we are looking at a descending channel here. This is a good thing for Tesla, okay? It's a very good thing for Tesla. So you guys, if you're still within the video, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, come back another day, and also please join the Discord. I want to see you guys again and talk some more, okay? Because I really do enjoy these streams. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're sitting at a very critical area, particular to this descending channel, okay? But the descending channel in general is a bullish statement, okay? So it's not done. It actually may need to resolve a couple more times, and this is actually a macro scale because we are looking at test number 1, test number 2 here, okay? So we have 2 tests thus far. This is not a first test. This is where we're starting the analysis from, okay? So definitely watch out. So let me actually make one more correction because that's making me feel a little weird. Let me see if it actually starts from this side. This is very critical, you guys. I want to make sure that we do read exactly what the charts are saying and not what we want them to say, right? We don't want to be biased towards the price action. We want to make sure that we listen or pay very close attention to the charts. Okay, so, oh man, this is very tough. Hold on just a sec, you guys. Could it be at the close of this candle? I really don't think so. Okay, so it could be at the close of this candle here. So the trend is actually starting. It is respecting some of these support touches here, and that's why I'm saying that we're in a critical area right now. We're right at the bottom of this channel, so potentially suggesting that there could be a reversal in place. But what could happen within this price action here, you guys, please don't be afraid of this, okay? But you have to definitely work your emotions within this. But this could be likely what I'm seeing, okay? Check this out. So let's see where we close first. 12 hour is telling us, oh, what do you know? Look at that. The 12 hour already bounced from that area. Very, very, very interesting. Let me look at it on the 12 hour. So since it looks like maybe the sentiment is trading it on the 12 hour. And it does look pretty good on the 12 hour too. But let me just make a quick little adjustment again and see if it does. Nope. Yeah, we're definitely within the 12 hour, you guys. And yeah, perfect. This is now the alignment we're really looking for. Okay, so if we're on the 12 hour and we already bounced from this area here, it was just because of this last candle's low. Okay, but we do have to validate this with other means. So let's load up an RSI and some moving averages and see what we have. Okay, so the SMAs all of them are above us. We are reversing from critical oversold, so this is definitely good. Please notice that we have been using the moving average several times here, okay? So this can be used as a form of a resistance, but we are at an oversold position. Let's just see how oversold we are though, because there could be some support found from these areas. Let's see. Very cool. See this iteration here too? So we have found bounces right over here. Very, very close. They're actually a little lower, but then but then a bounce back. Okay, so I have talked to a few people about looking at your historical momentum too. Okay, so this iteration actually bounced right there. Okay, so there's very few iterations to where we actually have touched where we're sitting currently. Okay, so a reversal could be soon, and it might actually start. Let me just verify that with some smaller time frames. 6 hours suggesting upside, 4 hours suggesting upside, bi-hourly upside, hourly upside. Wow, okay. All right, yeah, so we actually, you guys, there may have been a bottom here, but if it on the daily time frame, please look at this, okay? We are looking at a continuation to the downside on the daily, and the bi-daily is still suggesting downside, which can only suggest that we have probably all the way to the end of the session tomorrow where we can see a continuation to the downside. I'm sorry, a quick little pump to the upside, and we're going to find out exactly where that could be. Okay, so let's take on a 12-hour. I know this is a tiny little candle here, but still, we're going to see what it can give us. Okay, so we can look at a potential retracement with a healthy upside between 140.45 and about 141.18 could be a likely area to find. Actually, no, you guys. My top side is what I'm going to give you. Is I'm thinking the top side could actually be a better area to look at. I would give it actually between the 2 spot 618 and the 2 fib. Okay, so 141.12 to about 142.26 is where I'm expecting a pullback from. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring that up just like this here, and we can actually see an upside move all day tomorrow. Potentially by the end of the day, we can face rejection and then come back and actually make the actual test of our support bottom. Okay, so definitely watch out with this. Let me load some EMAs real fast and see if we do have something relevant there. The EMA is suggesting 148.92. So I'm going to give you 2 of them, okay? This is a less likely one, but you never know with Tesla. Sometimes that thing can actually pump to the upside. So the EMA 7 is suggesting 146.97 and the 4 spot 618. Man, I hated that these little, here you go. You guys, I know some of you on your phone I made this bigger back here. So yeah, 145.94 to about 146.93 could be my absolute best for you before finding a retracement. I do not see this touching at the 7-day. Okay, I don't see the 7-day touching there. So I actually would consider more like the 2 spot 236 and the 4 spot 618. So 145 or 146 could be the highest level in best case scenario, but definitely expect a pullback from the 2 spot 618 at 142.26. All right, you guys. So definitely watch out. But it is in a bullish formation. We could see a massive upside after this little upside pump, touch down on our support here, and then we could actually make an ascent all the way up to this area, to which some Tesla calls could be in order. Merry Christmas to you, Mark. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the last chart, you guys. We're going to look at HLBZ and then call it a night, and then tomorrow we're going to get back into this and see just what we have. You guys, I want to make sure that you guys please you guys, please hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for reminding. Cal, I love you, buddy. Thank you so much for helping me out. You guys are amazing. I love that you guys have stopped by and hung out this long. This is very, very good stuff. Okay, you guys. So Tesla, please watch out. Calls can be coming in at about maybe entry for call options 132.88, maybe 133. That could be a good area for accumulating some calls for a short-term upside. That can actually bring in some serious gains, okay, you guys? If you are going to play the options, make sure to study your Greeks. Make sure to understand what your gamma is, what your delta is, what your theta is. All of those are very important, okay, you guys? Know your implied volatility, your open interest. I know there's other Greeks too, like the Vega and Rho, but I tend to focus mostly on delta, gamma, and theta. Okay. All right, you guys, make sure to know that. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up HLBZ now, and we will call it a night. Andrew B, good night, my bro. Be safe, be well. Oregon, good night, good night. I love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. And let me go ahead and load that. It's going to be a new layout, actually. Let's see. Okay, so. I'm going to start it as a new chart because I do have HLBZ as a ticker that I've been analyzing for quite some time now. 12-hour chart is actually looking not bad. Let's see. All right, so very good thing here actually. So let's make sure that it is actually what I'm looking at. I want to make sure that I'm not just fooling myself into thinking that I'm looking at something when I'm not, right? So we can't force these formations. We can't force any of this. So if I'm looking at this the right way, we can actually see that we're potentially breaking out right now from a falling wedge. And usually falling wedges are bullish again, and this can give us a price objective too, okay? But I mean, arguably this can also be like this, okay? So, and to tell you the truth, it may actually be that, which can actually imply that now our trend line may be moved ever so slightly. Let me see. Let me just work this in there and we will continue, okay, you guys? Yeah, we have to make sure to practice patience with these types of things because we can't be wrong in price action. That would be just so detrimental to our portfolios. Okay, so yeah, we are looking at a breakout happening right now from this wedge, and it looks like we have recently converted this into a support. So this is very critical. Okay, first of all, because if you're looking at, you know what, let me do a smaller term time frame, because that could present a more of a clear direction for us. Okay, so where is this facing? Oh, I see, it's facing the green candle. Okay, and this in particular looks like we do have to meet it right over here. Yes, perfect. Okay, so yeah, HLBZ, it has retraced to look at the newly converted resistance into support. Definitely be careful with this, okay, you guys? I'm not sure that I can consider this as the final test. It is an 8-hour candle, but we absolutely need a minimum 8-hour candle closed above the wedge, okay? So I'm talking about above the trend line here. So it has to close not with a wick inside of the triangle, it has to close above it, okay? But this is looking pretty bullish thus far, and the way we can take a price objective is, again, taking a trend line from that top of the triangle, and then we apply it to that true breakout zone, okay? So in this case, the candle has ended at about 1920. The upside target based on a breakout of this wedge is looking like about 2304, okay? So let's just go ahead and load up very fast some indicators right here just to see if we do have some resistances right there. Of course we do. So this resistance is actually found at 2322, directly in confluence with the SMA 100, okay? A very, very good thing to note here is that we do have the SMA 10 located right in confluence with the newly converted resistance into support from this triangle. So this is an area that we can find a bounce just in case, okay? Let's load up an EMA, as it will be a type of support as well. Market opens at 5. It does, man. 4 minutes away. All right, so let's go ahead and EMA this real quick. So no, I don't want to do the 60 days. Sorry, guys. I'm going to do just very simple EMA 7 and 30. I've actually mentioned that before in this channel, that I do like to see. Okay, direct support we're looking at from the EMA 7. Okay, great. That's good. The dangerous part is that we do have the EMA 30 right above us, so this can actually face a type of like pullback, just a quick little resistance touch before actually trying to make this to the upside. So let's open up an RSI and see if it's suggesting upside as well. Okay, all right, so 8-hour definitely suggesting upside. It has made a bullish cross above the moving average, looking very good. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame is still suggesting an upside. It is a little, the pivot is weakening just a little bit, but it's still suggesting that upside continuation. Let's look at the immediate short-term time frame. this is actually expecting an hour. Let's look at the 30-minute to verify that. Okay, so the hourly is suggesting a potential downside. Okay, and I can see why it has taken some a massive upside. Okay, so look at this. The 30-minute time frame is well within the grips of the bull strength percentile, again located right up here. Okay, from the 4 zones of the RSI, we are right at that last one right up here near the overbought percentile. This is very good. We do see that the moving average is below us. Since it's the 30-minute time frame, this can happen really fast. Okay, so we can actually see a small little pullback right into the support of this 14-day moving average, and then continuing on to the upside. Okay, so that is a strong potential. Let me look at the hourly one more time. The hourly, it is well. Okay. This has just surpassed what could be the shallow areas of the bull strength percentile. The shallow areas I would consider to be around 62.5%. Okay, within this area here, this percentile, 60 and 62.5 is the shallow. Okay, so as long as we're not in the shallow, the downside continuation into the prior zone is not likely. Okay, so in this case, we can definitely see a continuation to the upside. Okay, because we are in the bull strength percentile. Okay, we are definitely in this control. All right, so now let's look again just one more time. Let's actually revert back to our higher term time frame. 6 hours suggesting upside. The 4 hour was just suggesting upside as well. 12-hour upside. Let's look at the buy daily. Buy daily is about to make a bullish cross above the moving average. Is now in the very, very shallow areas of bear strength percentile, which actually leads us into the upside, gravitationally speaking. Okay. Now the daily is literally I'm going to zoom in real close for you. Okay, take a look at this. We are making a bullish cross as we speak, so this is good. Okay, this is definitely good, and it's suggesting an upside. But please remember that border. Okay, so when we're in this now, in this case, this is the bear weakness percentile. We're in the deep areas of the bear weakness percentile. This can usually suggest a retracement or a gravitational pull right back into the bear strength. Okay, but this can actually be some sideways trading on the daily. But that pivot to the upside is pretty substantial, and I do expect a continuation to the upside before a slight pullback. Okay, so there is some upside still to go for HLBZ. It's looking pretty good, you guys. Mark, have a good night, buddy. So, okay, you guys, I think that's going to do it for tonight. I really do appreciate everyone for stopping by. Please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button. Hit that like button on the just right below you. It actually helps with sharing this video with more and more people. Okay, you guys, but with that said, I do wish you a very good night, and I know that the after hours market actually just started. Please check out the stuff. DeMarcus, please, I actually have to get back to my toddler, and we can check AVYA tomorrow, my brother. Please make sure to come back. Tomorrow I actually do have to visit my parents, so I may or may not do this tomorrow, but I will try my best. I want to be here, okay? Zephram, you guys, thank you so much for different devices, and thanks for HLBZ just showing some support, my bro. Yes, thank you, Nuno. You have a good night too, my brother. I definitely mean to help, okay? Mr. Zer, appreciate you too. And from above, thank you so much. Cal, thank you for all the help. And everybody else, you guys, I really appreciate you stopping by. And we will catch each other very soon. Not a problem, Mark. All right, you guys, you have a good night and be well. And I'll catch you at the bell mañana. Later. Adios.